Hey, how's it going, you guys? It is Spidey Dit Co 64 back here again, and we're back. Yes. So, 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 uh, so ever since November of 2017, the last time NASCAR was on TV or it was active was seeing Mark Truex Jr. winning the championship and Dale Earnhardt Jr. retiring. Now we're back at Daytona. For Speed Weeks, and yeah, NASCAR News Discussion is back. So yeah, and the reason really why I didn't really kind of talk about Danica Patrick and her whole GoDaddy deal and all that stuff, it was just because well, I don't need to really talk about it. My opinion on GoDaddy and all that stuff, it's okay. Okay, I think, what do I think? Okay, what do I think of Danica Patrick in the 7 car? That's pretty cool. What I think of Tony Eury Jr. back with Danica Patrick? That's really cool. That's really good. And what do I think of her in Premium Motorsports? Well, hopefully she doesn't wreck. She doesn't wreck in the race. Come on, Danica, please don't. Please don't. All right, so I got out of the way. So yeah, let's talk about the Advanced Auto Parts Clash. Now, if you don't really know how the Clash really works, basically drivers who achieve pole awards from last year are eligible for the Clash, and drivers who made the playoffs last year are eligible too, and drivers who won Daytona 500 poles before or started on the pole to Daytona 500 are eligible too. So yeah, we have drivers like Mark Truex Jr., Brad Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, Chase Elliott, dang, I think there's so swears is supposed to be another guy. Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Jamie McMurray, Austin Dillon, Ryan Newman, Kurt Busch, and then Joey Logano, who he didn't make the playoffs last year, but he won pole awards from last year, so he was eligible. And that really sums up the entire field. Also, Eric Jones as well. Now, Dale Earnhardt Jr. could have was eligible for this race. I can't say eligible. He could make this race. He could have made this race, but obviously he's retired now. So yeah. And Matt Kenseth, he had pole awards last year, and he made the Clash, or he made the playoffs, but he didn't really but he really didn't he doesn't have a ride, so yeah, that was quite sad. All right, and also Danica Patrick too, but I heard she didn't have her car at the track or something like that. I don't know what happened, but yeah. So the Austin Dillon started on the pole, and man, I gotta admit that I really did think that that this was a really I really did think that this was a I really did think that the Camaros did really well in this race. I had to admit, they did really well. I thought, if you saw this race, you saw that Chase Elliott. I gotta shout out my man Chase Elliott. He was driving aggressively. He was driving like he was a veteran. Like he knows how to run on the restrictor plate tracks. And that's kind of why I'm a Chase Elliott fan. He's really good on restrictor plate tracks, and I really do think he could win a restrictor plate track this year. I don't know how many people are gonna say, "Oh, his first win is a circuit paycheck." Oh, yeah, those are coming from Kyle Busch fans. Yeah, but yeah, I don't care. Yeah, but yeah, I don't. Okay, yeah, I don't. Yeah, but yeah, Chase Elliott, he's gonna be a boss. He is seriously gonna be a boss, and yeah, also yeah, so early on in the race, we saw Kyle Larson. He spun out. He got loose, and then he saved the car. Also, for now on, for the entire season, for now on, I'm going to call Kyle Larson this. I'm gonna call Kyle Larson. I'm gonna call him Kyle Larson. I want to win the Chili Bowl Larson. Kyle, I want to win the Chili Bowl Larson. Yeah, why? Because he'd rather win a mid. He rather win He'd rather win the Chili Bowl than the Daytona 500. Really? You would want to? You seriously want to win the Chili Bowl over the Daytona 500? That's like coming from like some. That's like coming from some. That's like saying I would rather watch the Super Bowl than the Daytona 500. I want to see football, and rather the cars going around in circles. I'm not really being biased by NFL fans, but yeah, but yeah. So I'm gonna call Kyle Larson for now on. And when I do a diecast review of a Kyle Larson car, I'm gonna put that in the description. So yeah, and yeah, attack me, Tony Green. I called your driver that. Well, that's not really an insult, but I gotta admit that was kind of the annoying things that I think that I think that Kyle Larson could ever say. But yeah, getting back into the race, and then also during the race we saw Jimmy McMurray. He spun out, he hit the wall, and went for the grass. And to be honest, he was out of the race. So yeah, I really do hope Jamie McMurray does have a good season. You know, I wish he could. I want him to win a race. You know, I mean, he's been on a long winless streak. I mean, can he win another race? Come on, man. You're in good equipment. Come on, just win a race already. Come on. But yeah, and then also Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Also, he got a penalty for going below the yellow line. And I just gotta hate Kyle Busch on this one. I mean, NASCAR, Kyle Busch, he clearly pushed Larson, Stenhouse, down below the yellow line. And it was hard. And I think NASCAR's like, oh, just black flag him. Dude, Kyle Busch clearly pushed them into down below the yellow line. Now, why blame Kyle Busch for this? Well, I don't know why he was pushing him there in the first place, but oh yeah, this is gonna be a season where I'm gonna probably hate Kyle Busch more and more and more. You know. And then on the final lap, the entire field wrecks and Jimmy Johnson. Well, we can say, man, can Jimmy Johnson ever finish in the class? I mean, he had a DNF in the class for like how many years? How many years? Like 7 years now? 7 years in a row? Like wow, that's really bad. So yeah, hopefully the 48 team can improve from last season. You know, hopefully they can win races and maybe compete for a championship. I do not think Jimmy Johnson is going to get his A championship, though. But I do want Jimmy Johnson to win more and more races before he even retires. So, yeah, in the end, Brad Keselowski did, in fact, win the race. I had Ryan Blaney as my pick to win the race, but he finished his third, I believe. I could be right. But, yeah, it was really great. But, yeah, congrats to Brad Keselowski. I really do think he's gonna he's gonna win the Daytona 500 because because winning the Clash does really show you can win the Daytona 500. You know, and Brad Keselowski is my pick to win the Daytona 500, and also congrats to Brad Keselowski. Also, what do you guys think of this? You know, Brad Keselowski in the auto trader car and the American flag, and then like this is like dust, like smoke, you know. Since yeah, you know he does really cool burnouts, I gotta admit. But yeah, also talking about yeah, also Alex Bowman is on the has is starting on the will start on the pole the Daytona 500, and boy, and to be honest, I thought it's gonna be William Byron, and I mean William Byron, he was fast, but man, that 88, it was really fast, and considering that was Dale Jr.'s car, you know, I mean that car, I mean the 88 has been on the pole for the past two restrictor plate races, Daytona and Talladega. Now Dale Jr. sadly he did not get the win, but hey, that just proves that Hendrick horsepower is really good on the restrictor plate track, and hopefully they can implement that on mile and a half tracks and whatnot. So yeah, it'll be pretty interesting to see Alex Bowman do well. I want him to do well in the race, in the Daytona 500. You know, but I really do feel like Brad Keselowski is going to win the race. He's going to get the Daytona 500 before Kyle Busch. So yeah, that's going to be pretty good. So yeah, congrats Alex Bowman for getting the pole, and congrats Brad Keselowski for winning the race. I have you as my pick to win the 500. So yeah, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below what do you think of the race, what do you thought of the race, and tell me who's your picks to win the 500. Yeah, and with that being said, I will see all of you on Thursday for the Can-Am duels. Bye.